Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my downstairs. I wanted to show you a little tour of my holiday decorations. I had recorded this once and I had such feedback on my video. I didn't even wear the microphone this time as a result. This is my tree in my dining room. I kind of used different ornaments this year. I probably have enough ornaments that I could do 2 trees, but I only did one. Well, one big one. And then I did one in hubby's man cave and one in my craft room, but I'd probably have enough for 2 big trees, to be honest with you. This is a little display of different like Christmas trees. I made the ribbon one, and I made the one that has the blue base with the poinsettia paper on it. That one's actually an exploding tree. You take the top off, it explodes. I've got the little remember me at Christmas time and memory of my mom, and that's a picture of her on her last Christmas with the grandchildren that were in attendance that year. And then I made the other little paper tree there, and I've had the little glass one for quite some time. But anyways, over here I have my bike picture. That was a gift bag that I bought at Dollar Tree. It actually has lights, but I don't have batteries in the light strand. And I have my beginning and end bear. Got my little Noel hanging there, and the little wooden letters that spell out Noel my uncle made. This is just some old stocking holders that we used to use, and I hung my Jingle Bell necklaces on. I should have 1 or 2 more Jingle Bell necklaces, because I think at one time I had one for every member of the family, so I don't know what happened to the other 2. This is our table set for Christmas. We don't usually eat here, but I just think it looks pretty. So I kind of set it with placemats that I had, and the vase came from Dollar Tree along with the poinsettia flowers. Over here, that nativity set I got from my mom. It used to be displayed in a different place, but this year I moved it, and this here is mainly postal themed Christmas decorations. There are a few that aren't, but most of them have some sort of postal theme. They either have, like, I bought the stuffed animals at the post office, and they have images of stamps at one point on either the clothing or the bears someplace. And then I have like some Santa mailman and some mailboxes and different things. So the little train has a postal theme. So that's that. So it's my little countdown that we used to fill each day with a different piece of candy. That was mainly for my youngest daughter. We had something different we did for the older 2 kids. By the time she was old enough to enjoy something like that, the other 2 were too grown up for it. So, and every year I wrap my door, and this is the back side where I put my Christmas cards that I received. They don't get near as many as we used to. We used to practically fill the door, but it's almost halfway this year. Not quite, but almost. I do have a few upstairs that I got from viewers as part of my 300 subscriber challenge, but I decided to leave those up in my craft room. I'll show you the other side of the door too, just because I have a wreath there. There's this wreath here. This was a Made It tutorial. So it's a little Rudolph. It's got antlers and the red nose. My daughter said it needed eyes, and I'm like, well, she didn't have that in her tutorial, so mine doesn't have it. This is another nativity that I got from my mom. This one usually always ends up on this sewing machine. I'm not sure what that means on my iPad, but it seems to be going okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. The sewing machine doesn't really work. It's a really old one. I figure it's probably like one of the first electric models. It was my father-in-law's mother's, I believe. This here's my angels. Mainly angels. There are a few that aren't angels, but it's mainly angels. Yeah. Last year I didn't have any place to put them, so it was kind of nice to have a place to put them this year. So I don't have anything lit up. They're all on timers, and so it was just easier to just do it this way. There's a few angels up there hanging too. So this is one of my couches. The two couches. I swear I filmed this before, but I looked on YouTube and I do not see it posted, so I'm just filming it again. There's that Santa Homer over there. And kind of my Santa pillows that I've made, and my Santa collection is up above. There. As you can tell, I like decorating for Santa. There's my little snoring Santa. And my village is over here. Let's see, I don't know if I can get low enough to get the low part there. At the ski resort and other things. There's one of my many post offices. The little kids are supposed to be making snow angels, but for some reason that one does not work anymore. So I just unplugged it and let it sit there anyways. And my kids always laugh at that Santa there, sitting there. It's pictures with Santa. They said, well, what a cheap Santa. The kids like circle around him, and it snaps a photo as they go by him. They don't even get to sit on his lap. It just as he walks by. There's some more up here. The little white one is a post office as well. My sister actually gave my daughter her village that had a lot of those white buildings, and they said, oh, here, you can have the post office, because they had bought another post office that they wanted to use. So, and the post office they bought was one I already have. So there's another, I believe, post office right in the back there. You can kind of see the mail truck sticking out. My little skaters don't work anymore either, but I still like how it looks, so I just went ahead and put it out. There's another post office. I think I have like 7 or 8 post offices at last count. We even have a Kohl's to represent hubby's work. There's another post office there at the end. And then down below, there's a church and a movie theater, a pet. I think it's a pet shop and a grooming place and another post office. And then there's a casino and a gas station down there. I have my Santa with this mailbox. See, now I thought that mailbox was supposed to open up, and I can't get it to open up. And I have Santa there putting a letter in the mailbox or taking one out, whichever the case. I have my Merry Christmas banner that I made with my We Are Memory Keepers punch board. Up there I have my Beanie Boppers and some stuffed animals. I used to keep my one nativity scene all the way up on the top there, and I had this with different decorations, but I had moved my books here, and I decided instead of packing the books away, I was going to use the other shelf this year. And then my different tie bears are here. I just like some of them really aren't Christmas bears, but I like the colors, and I think they look Christmassy, so I go ahead and put them there. And then other ones, of course, are Christmassy. Our stockings are there, which you can see they already have things in them. And then there's my bench. I need to get that. Right now it's just fabric wrapped around there. I need to get that done. And then I have a few more pillows there on the floor. I think that is all for downstairs. I did film a little section in my hubby's craft room. His is a man cave. His isn't a craft room. Of his tree and my craft room tree and the pillows on our bed. I will try to attach them at the end. Thanks for joining me. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hey, this is the tree in hubby's man cave. I made most of the ornaments on this tree. There are a few that I didn't. There's a few Chicago Cub ornaments. We actually think we're going to try to pick up more ornaments with the Cubs on them. And I might make some as well. And next year have his tree in here be Chicago Cubs. I might get some ribbon that has the Cubs on it. I have some, I'm not sure I have enough, and use that kind of as a garland or something. But anyways, and see, I have another post office under this tree, and along with some of the different boxes and things that I have made. There's one ornament sitting there that lost its hook. I'm not sure where. The hook's probably still on the tree. But anyways, that's the tree. I did even make, let's see if I can get back far enough, the tree topper, which is kind of crooked, but I think the branch is crooked more than the topper is crooked. But anyways, that's the tree topper I made. It was a Dreaming Tree file. That's the tree in hubby's man cave. Trying to stop it and it's not letting me. This iPad is being very temperamental. There we go, finally. This iPad is just being temperamental with recording video today. It doesn't want to start and then it doesn't want to stop. This is the tree in my craft room. I do want to do a bigger tree in here next year. Since I moved it to this location, I can actually go a little bit taller of a tree. This one was only a couple feet tall, but it used to before sit on top of the four tall calyx, so that was as big as I could go. But now I could actually, since I found a new place for it, put it here. I did decorate my letterboard for Christmas this year. And I have another little post office there. As a little countdown to Christmas right there. I actually remember to change the date before I started the video. But anyways, the tree has some ornaments I've made, tags that I received in exchanges, and it also has some little postal themed ornaments. I actually kind of thought it'd be fun to do a challenge where I have viewers send in ornaments and tags maybe next year, and then decorate my craft room tree with those. But anyways, that's my tree in my craft room this year. Like I said, you probably did notice a little bit of a mess in here, but it's just, you know, something had to give right now, and I'm trying to get projects done, baking done, and all that before Christmas. So the craft room just kind of got stuff piled in it, and I will put it away later. Anyways, that's my tree in my craft room. Is it going? Yeah. I just thought I'd share real quick the pillows that are on our bed, and Precious is laying on our bed right now. Huh, Precious? Yeah, you a sweet girl, huh? Yeah, you a sweet girl. She says, yeah, rub my belly. Anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and catch you later.